and taking life easy.
We'll see how much this might help Brad Keselowski tomorrow as he starts in his first quest for a NASCAR Sprint Cup championship, being a part of the chase. This is one of those places that the Cup cars haven't run. Wolf don't have a notebook as far as that goes. Let's see if they can get some information from this today.
And there's that debate that we always hear from fans and other pundits out there. Should he focus on the chase? Is this too much of a distraction? What do you guys think?
Well, I think it can go both ways. I really believe that this is the right thing to be doing here at this track, for him to be running. And Brad likes to run this car. I mean, you can see why. He likes to win trophies and win races, and looks like he might get that done today. That helps. When you go into Sunday with a trophy in your hand, that helps.
No doubt, sleeping after a win gets you up early the next day and makes you ready to go racing again.
And you saw second place Carl Edwards. He too will be running in the chase tomorrow here at Chicagoland.
2 laps right here, man. 2 more laps.
3 miles to go here at Chicagoland Speedway. And Carl Edwards, his lead is still 7.5 seconds. He is in total control. He's led 156 laps. He's content just to stay right behind Justin Allgaier. In third place, Brian Scott. He's going to tie a career best. And here we go with the white flag lap. So it's not going to be that dramatic finish like we saw here in June when both Carl Edwards and Justin Allgaier ran out of fuel on the final lap. Instead, it's going to be cruise control for the 22 as Brad Keselowski's going to break that hex. Remember, we told you at the beginning of the broadcast, no one has ever won from the first or second starting position. Well, Brad started second, and here he comes for the final time.
Still outside. All right, man, hell of a job right there.
That wasn't the most exciting crew chief.
I think I'd have been happier than that.
It was like, okay, well, we had this one wrapped up.
Yeah.
And there you see Edwards and Scott, second and third. For Brad, it's his 15th career win. His last one came back at Indianapolis. And a great run as he leads 158 of the 200 laps. And there you see where Sadler and Stenhouse Jr.
Hell of a job on pit road. That's what we got to do today.
So he will go into tomorrow's chase race on a very high note. Let's talk to the happy crew chief there, Doc.
Hey, Todd Gordon, congratulations. What was the key to this dominant performance here today?
You know, we've been working hard on our race cars, and like this Discount Tire Dodge team has done a fabulous job of not giving up. We've continued to work on making better pieces and better pieces. And I think we unloaded this weekend fast and started the race pretty fast. Just maintaining what we got, keep working hard on making these cars a little faster.
Hey, well done. Go celebrate.
Thank you.
Marty?
I'll tell you what, ever since that practice crash at Atlanta, I mean, he has been hot.
He has. I don't think that has anything to do with it, but he has been hot.
Well, who was it? Somebody said maybe he ought to break another bone or something and maybe just start winning them all.
Well, I think a lot of it has to do with, we talk about momentum and confidence. That has a lot to do with it, obviously. But his talent and the people that they have surrounded Brad with in both series now is really helping him shine.
Well, Team Penske finishes first and fifth. Sam Hornish Jr. does get a career best fifth. We mentioned Brian Scott ties his career best. And he's with Vince Welch.
Pretty good day for Brian Scott in the 11. Did you give any consideration on that final pit stop to maybe trying a 2-tire change and going for the win?
No, the time that a lot of people took 2 tires and we took 4, it really paid off for us in the long run. And the way the first couple cautions fell, I felt like the end of the race was going to be a long run race, and it was. And Kevin Kidd and all the guys in our Shore Lodge Toyota did an awesome job making adjustments and keeping us in it for the long haul. I think there at the end we were a little faster than Kyle, but he was a little better Carl, but he was a little better through traffic. We just got a little too loose, but after some of the luck we've had and had a 5th place run ruined at Montreal, to be able to finish 3rd here is a pretty good day. We'll take it.
Indeed. Matches his career best. Brian Scott. Marty?
All right, and a big weight off his shoulders because that is only his 2nd ever career top 5 in 70 nationwide starts. So that's maybe another reason they didn't want to give anything away, because they've been fighting hard just to get back into that top 5. Here are the points after 28 of 34 races. It's been cut a little by Elliott Sadler, but Reed Sorensen loses a little more ground. He's now 47 markers behind. And, well, they get a week off next week before we go back to action. We'll have plenty of time to think about. Let's talk to the points leader. How about it, Dave Burns?
Marty, he comes home with an 8th place finish. He was reminded by his crew chief on the cool-down lap that it only gets tougher from here, but what was today like?
It wasn't very good. It wasn't a lot of fun. We struggled all day, and you know, there's no reason why we shouldn't run in the top 5 every week with these Roush Fenway Mustangs. So we'll go to work. I think we just missed it in practice. You know, I don't know exactly what we needed there. Just a little inconsistent throughout the whole race. So, you know, and this is probably one of the worst cars I think we've had on a 1.5 miles, and to come home 8th, only lose 2 points is not too bad. So we got to build on it. We got a lot of 1.5 miles left, and we've been strong on them. Just got to get a little bit better than today.
Still the championship leader, but work to do. Vince?
Great way to show that you deserve in the series full time and a sponsor to go with it. Sam Hornish Jr. runs a career best 5th today. That last pit stop, you guys had some problems. Otherwise, you think you could have had something for your teammate?
You know, when you're out front as far as he was, I finally could see him for a while there, and I was like, I've caught him about half a straightaway. And then we had the issue in the pits, and we had one early with the tire getting away from the guys. I mean, just a tough day in the pits for us, but all in all, the Alliance Truck Parts Dodge was good once we got it figured out. You know, we were really fast there for, you know, from I think lap 120, you know, on, and just didn't have enough there at the end. And you know, it's one of those days. We need to just get a smooth day in the pits, and I think we'll compete for a win.
It is a Miller Lite celebration down here. Brad Keselowski. Jeez, and it still continues down here. Red stuff flying, all kinds of drinks as you open up your beer. Brad, your first win in the Nationwide Series since you injured your back, you broke your ankle. This is big for your team, but what does it do for you mentally going into your first ever Chase race tomorrow?
Well, it's a great booster. You know, to get a win before going in the Chase. Our Cup car seems to be really good, qualifying as well as we did for tomorrow with the Miller Lite Dodge, but the great booster is to get free hamburgers at RubyTuesdayRacing.com anytime I win. So there's a bunch of people right there who can go to the website, get a free hamburger, so everybody wins.
All right, Brad Keselowski wins at Chicagoland for the first time and the 3rd win on the year. Marty?
Well, and we saw how track conditions changed as we take a look at the ticket to the race, and we've still got a few more stops on the tour for 2011. You can see we're heading for Dover. Just 6 more races remaining before we crown a champion. Hope if you're in any of those areas, you'll stop by and join us. Quick final thoughts, DJ?
Some drivers that really needed good runs. Brian Scott did a great job. Eric Almirola up there, Sam Hornish all in the top 5. Elliott Sadler gained 2 points. A little closer, he's going to have to do a little better than that through these last 6.
I'm surprised at how well the Dodgers ran. Both of them ran really well today, and Brad Keselowski got the win. The Roush car's not quite as strong as we're used to seeing them.
Well, you can hear the winner making his comments over the PA in the background. How about if we get one quick hit with 2nd place, Doc?
Carl from a 3-second lead to a 9-second deficit. Tough one on that last stop.
Yeah, congrats to Brad. He was doing a really good job, and I had fun when I got to be up there and race with him. But I got to thank Fastenal, Ford, and I hope folks tune in tomorrow on ESPN. This is going to be a great race. First race of the Chase. There couldn't be a better racetrack to run at. It's got multiple grooves. It's a really fun place. I just wish we had a caution to get another chance at this one.
What about that pit stop? I know everyone thought you were going to have more fuel. When did the car actually shut off on you?
It started to stumble a little bit. I was like, man, it's out of fuel, and the guys did a really good job of putting fuel in the bowl and keeping it running. We did lose some time, but Mike Beam's a great crew chief. He's given us great race cars, and just excited to go run that Aflac Fusion tomorrow.
Hey, thanks for your time.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Finishing 2nd today. Let's go to Nicole.
Carl Edwards looking forward to tomorrow's beginning of the Chase. Final thoughts from you guys about today's race?
Well, it's got to be really good for Brad Keselowski. He's got a lot of momentum going into the Chase right now, and he's heard from his interview. He's excited about it. He's pumped up, so he's got a good feel.
Yeah, I'm